If you want it to happen, it can happen. You just got to be positive every day. Like the hardest day was yesterday and it's gone.
We were out 4th of July. We got a place out at the river, out on the boat. We don't usually stay out that late on the boat, but it was 4th of July, so we stayed out with friends for, watching the fireworks. And
I was bringing the boat in at nighttime to a sandbar, and I jumped off the boat.
But because it was late, they had shut the dam off. So the water level was lower than what he's used to it being. So he went in the same spot, not realizing, because it was dark, the water was low, just dove headfirst into probably about 3 feet of water.
And I broke my neck at my C5 and C6.
The doctor came in and talked to me, and I told him, he said he's paralyzed from the chest down. They were concerned about his lungs because his breathing had shallowed, and with the C5 level, there's some impact to the lung functionality. Said he would never have any movement, would never recover from basically chest down and then mid-arm down. He's always told me, if anything happens to me, pull the plug. I don't want to live this way. Like, I don't want to live, not this way particularly, but I don't want to live dependent. So my biggest fear after finding out the severity of his accident was, is he even going to want this life? Is he even going to, where's his mind going to be? Motivated to fight, or is he going to say, I don't want to do this?
When I first got hurt in the hospital, we started looking for Matt Hughes because we heard about Matt's story and what was going on with him when he took his spinal cord off his brain. We contacted Matt via Instagram, and he got back a hold of me within 2 days, and we started talking and seeing what he was doing. And then we got a hold of BioAccelerator like that next day, and they actually came out to the hospital and sat with us and got on the phone with Dr. Helper and started seeing what we could do. When I started, when I left the hospital, so when you did 8 weeks of kind of recovery after you break your neck, they put you through like trying to get everything to work again, what you have to expect when you come home. And when I left Arizona to come back here to Southern California, they had to have my legs strapped down, and I have a seat belt on and a chest strap, and then I had really no full control. Like, I couldn't use my phone, I couldn't get a drink of water, and then we're home for basically 3 days, I think, and then jumped on an airplane, headed down to Medellin, and got the first treatment at 8 weeks. And we were on all sorts of medications then, probably like 12 or 13 at that time. And the biggest thing that we did when we got down there after our first round of stem cells is we slowly got off all medications. And I haven't been on anything since, just vitamins and eating healthy. With Araya, she was only 10 months old, and we basically like taught her to climb up my legs, and then I could balance her, and then she would come up every night and give me a hug and a kiss, and we'd say the prayers. But now here we are 3 years later, and I can pick her up, I can read books to her, I'm able to sit there and turn the page, I can turn the TV on for her, we can watch cartoons, all that stuff. But in the beginning, you couldn't do any of that. Everybody that I talk to, they see the gym workouts and they see that lifestyle, and definitely getting stronger and being more independent and being able to do things on my own. But the other side of being functional is more or less what you kind of want to go after, to be able to help the family out, be able to spend time with my daughter. I can get in this chair and I can go down all the way to the hospital and make it 9.8 miles. It takes me 2.5 hours, but I can get to therapy. We can make it happen, but those aren't always successful trips.
He makes my job easy. I mean, he comes in highly motivated. There's some tough days, but by the end of the session, usually feeling good. When I first started working with Bunch, my goal was to wake up his nervous system. At the beginning, his legs were a little bit more flaccid. So with any of the response that I would try and do with any movement patterns, I would have to do like all the motions like fully, but again, there was not really much of a response as far as muscle activity. But fast forward to now, as you can see, working onto the table, just being able to wake up his core. So the big difference is just really, I think he was explaining, just trying to get the connection with his body, just trying to break down, always trying to break down those patterns of gait training. If I break down those patterns, just getting in different planes of motion and just trying to find the movement. But core activity is, his core is where he's connecting to. So I'm just trying to help him travel it on the way down.
The little things are being able to, roll over and grab the TV remote, opening up a door, being able to get outside and be able to close your own door, being able to get in the van. It's a process, and those are things that each spinal cord injury that people have, they're all different. Some people get a little bit more of a squeeze, some people can lift their arm up higher. Everybody has to figure out where they're at. But today, I can put on my shirt, I can take off my shirt, I can brush my teeth, I can comb my hair, I can help wash myself. I can get in and out of my house, I can open up my own garage. I can go miles on end, with my dogs on a walk for the independent side. And that does a lot for the mental stability of people that get in these injuries. They just think they don't have a life anymore. But I'm able to, I have my office in my garage. I can get on my computer every day. I can get work done, be a help financially with my wife and family. But the independent side is the functionality. If you can't feed yourself, eventually you just get tired of somebody shoving food in your mouth. You want to be able to do it yourself. So you find ways to do it, or you work at it, or you find somebody else that's injured and you ask them how they did it, and maybe it'll work for you. For me, when I got hurt, I was 6'6", 270 pounds. I was not putting on a shirt by myself. I couldn't get my hands over my head, and they said it never would happen. Well, in the 2-year mark, I made it be able to happen.